Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Emily and I make 2 videos a week about books and about beauty. So today I'm going to continue my beauty basics series. I started a couple weeks ago and talked about warm tones and cool tones and what the difference is and how to tell. So today I want to talk a little bit more about color theory and how you can use color theory to help you combine eyeshadow shades to make a more interesting eyeshadow look.
Honey? Honey?
Alright, so in that last beauty basics video, I showed you the color wheel. So the color wheel is this foundation of color theory. And I do want to start by saying I'm not like formally trained in this. I haven't taken an art class since middle school, so this is predominantly my own research, and I will link some stuff down below if you wanted to do some further research, but I'm just sharing with you my knowledge of some basic color theory that can help you with your makeup. So the color wheel I actually recently learned was developed by Isaac Newton in like 1666, which surprised me, but I guess it shouldn't. So it's been around for a long time, and this is what we use when we talk about different color combinations and what colors go together and stuff like that. So last time we talked about warm colors, and those are red and orange and yellow, and we talked about cool colors, which are blue and green and purple. And we talked about how the undertones of your other colors can lean a little more warm or a little more cool. So today I wanted to branch out from that, and we're going to talk about some different other classifications of colors. So you have probably heard of primary colors, and primary colors are the 3 colors, red, blue, and yellow, that you can't make by mixing other colors. So those are like our basis. So those primary colors form the foundation of all of our other colors. So next comes the secondary colors, and that's what you get when you mix the primary colors together. So like red and yellow mixed together would make orange. So we've got orange, green, and purple, and those are the secondary colors. After that comes the tertiary colors, and these colors are what happens when you mix the secondary colors. So if you mix yellow and orange, you get yellow-orange, right? So those are those crayons that have that 2-word name, right? So that fills out our basic color wheel. And of course you can always keep going, keep mixing, and you could make the color wheel as big and as complicated as you wanted, but for now we're gonna stick with the primary, secondary, and tertiary colors. Let's talk about how to use the color wheel to combine eyeshadow colors. So as you can see, I love color on my eyes, and we will be coming back to this color scheme in a little bit. But I first wanted to talk about analogous colors. So an analogous color scheme, sorry, I have a hard time saying that word. An analogous color scheme uses colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. So there are lots of different ways to do this. This is probably the most versatile way to build your eyeshadow look. So the first analogous color scheme kind of look I wanted to show you is this one right here. And this is my more neutral look. So I know that in the color wheel that I showed you, there's not brown or black or white or anything like that. But when I made this look, I didn't really use anything that was specifically brown or black or white. I used some reddish, orangish, and yellowish tones. So I pulled those tones together because they are next to each other on the color wheel. So that means that they are really harmonious together, they look really nice together, and they're so easy to blend. So this is what I would recommend if you are a little bit newer to makeup. Pick an analogous color scheme that's more on like the warm neutral side, and that is going to be the easiest way to get a foolproof kind of look. But you can also use analogous colors in a more colorful kind of look. So here's this look right here where I did a green look, and this at first glance just looks green. You're like, Emily, what do you mean analogous colors? Those are all green. But I actually used greens and yellows and yellow-green. So those would be analogous colors on the color wheel because they are next to each other on the color wheel. So that neutral look I showed you before is a little bit more kind of zoomed in on the color wheel, maybe going beyond the tertiary colors, right? And really getting to those colors that mix together. But the green look is more on that basic color wheel that I showed you with the greens and the yellows and the yellow-green. You can also zoom out like even farther on the color wheel and work with the most basic colors. Ignore the tertiary colors, right? And that would give you a look like this. So this is a bold, poppin' kind of look, but it's still an analogous color scheme. So I used blues and purples, and those are next to each other on the color wheel. But because I didn't really include any tertiary colors, this look pops more than the others that I showed you. So another way you can combine colors is through complementary colors. And these are colors that are opposite one another on the color wheel. So that's things like purple and yellow, or blue and orange, or classic Christmas colors of red and green. So complementary colors can either really look like they're clashing with each other, or it can create a really fun, bold pop. So in this look right here, I combined a blue and a bronzy, orangey kind of color. And when I use complementary colors in my makeup, I really like to take the darker of the two colors and use that as a matte in the outer corner and in the crease. And then I like to use the lighter color as a shimmer on the lid. And I think that brings it together really well so that it pops and you can kind of see that contrast really easily. So you could also do a monochromatic makeup look, and people use this term a lot, but when we're talking color theory, monochromatic is the same color but different depths. So not green and yellow green, but green and green with black added to it, so a darker green, and green with white added to it, so a lighter green, right? You're not adding in those other colors from the color wheel, but you can deepen it up and lighten it. So in this look right here, I did a monochromatic blue look. These are all the shades I used were pretty much the same kind of shade of blue, the same depth, the same, or different depths, but the same shade. It wasn't mixed with green, it wasn't mixed with purple, it was just straight up blue. So when you do a monochromatic look like that, you can either keep it really simple and just do one or two shadows, you know, the one shadow across the lid and then one in the outer corner to deepen it up. But I like to add a little bit of texture with some shimmer, some sparkle, some glitter when I do a monochromatic look. And the last way to combine colors using the color wheel that I wanted to share is triadic color systems. So a triadic color scheme is, like it sounds, colors that form a triangle on the color wheel. So this creates a pretty bold, poppy, wild kind of look. So what I have on my eyes today is a triadic color scheme. So I'll put a picture here so you can see more close up. But the pink and the yellow and the blue are all in a triangle on the color wheel. So this is, you know, a little bolder than I think some of you probably want to go, but I know I've got some color lovers who follow me. So the triadic color schemes like this, and I'll put another one up here if you watched my Midas Cosmetics Flower Bomb palette bingo. I ended up with a triadic color scheme there as well. So triadic colors don't blend well together like analogous colors do. And it's a little more difficult to put together than complementary colors. So complementary colors are just two, so you can kind of, like I said, use a matte and then a shimmer. But triadic colors, you've got three. So I feel like a pop on the lower lash line, if you're that kind of person, absolutely the way to go with triadic colors. Alright, so this was a pretty quick video today, but I hope it was helpful for you if you are trying to find new and exciting ways to combine your eyeshadows to make interesting, colorful looks. So please leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Do you have a favorite kind of color scheme to use to combine eyeshadows? I would love to hear from you, and please don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications with the bell icon before you go. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.